Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld, one of this season's most anticipated new musicals, which has the audiences dancing in the aisles, is On Your Feet, which tells the story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan. And I'm here on the opening night red carpet where the stars came out to celebrate.
You know, I got the honor and privilege to sit in the first auditions in Miami last year, and so I got to see a lot of people audition for this. Anna, I saw her first audition, and I got to sit right next to Gloria and help judge them and help, give her some pointers on who I thought should be in this. She doesn't listen to me, but she did choose Anna, and I think I had a little something to do with that.
Anna is amazing. I asked Gloria, you watch Anna and you see Gloria.
It's true, and this was a hard role to fill, especially, being Gloria, watching herself up there. They had a lot of competition, and she just really killed it.
Or you guys' favorite Gloria song? Do you remember? Do you have a favorite or the first time you heard one?
Yes. We both love Turn the Beat Around.
Turn the Beat Around.
It sticks in our head.
It reminds me of my high school years, and I just had so much fun with that song.
I love the conga.
I hope you have your dancing shoes on, too.
Yeah. No, I hear. We're going to be congaing tonight, and I'm all for it.
I am on my feet at On Your Feet, and the rhythm got me when I was 6 years old, and it hasn't left.
All right, let's talk about, do you remember the first time you heard a Gloria song and what it meant to you?
I think I was months old when I first heard my first Gloria song because I'm from Miami, my parents are Cuban, I was always around her music. In fact, the first concert I ever went to was 1984, before it was even Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. It was still the Miami Sound Machine at the Dade County Auditorium. For the encore, they did conga, and they invited everybody up on stage to do the conga they wanted to, and at 6, I went running up on stage, and I did the conga with Gloria Estefan. That's when I knew I was different from everybody else.
So it must mean a lot to you to be here tonight for this musical.
It means so much to not just me, but actually to Cuban people all over the world, because this musical is a first. It's the first time that my people, the Cuban community, has been represented on a Broadway stage. There's been a lot of Latino representations on Broadway, from West Side Story to In the Heights, but it's mainly been Puerto Ricans and Boricuas, Puerto Rican Americans, and we love them, they're our cousins, but there haven't been Cubans on the Broadway stage in such a way, so this is the first.
Why do you think this musical has touched so many people already? What do you think the universal message of this musical is?
I think two things. I think one, fundamentally, it's a love story, and that resonates, especially in musical theater. And on the other hand, the immigrant American dream story is so resonant right now that you can feel the sort of honesty in it. And that's one thing about Gloria and Emilio. They're incredibly honest people. And I think that's what I tried to put on the page. And I think that's what we're getting in the theater, and the audience seemed to respond. So
what was it like working with them?
They were a pleasure. The one thing they never did is they didn't tell me what songs to use, what episodes. I knew the boundaries of what it was, and they allowed me the freedom to write the story I thought would work best for what we wanted. And so they're just very honest and trusting, and I tried to do them justice.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
My heart is pumping so fast. I keep telling everybody I auditioned for Gloria. I didn't get the part, obviously, but I'm here supporting Anna, and I heard she's amazing. I can't wait to see it live. Their story is so beautiful and real, and they're the mom and dad of Latinos. I mean, they opened the doors for us, so we're just supporting.
What was the audition process like for you? What did you sing?
It was my first audition on Broadway. So it was crazy. I was in the room for 45 minutes. I played my guitar. I sang 3 of her songs. I did 3 scenes. It was hard.
But isn't that great, though, that you have this story to tell?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, I love it. I told everybody already. And I even told Anna, because I met her the other night, and I was like, I'm so proud of you and congratulations. Like, she deserves it. So.
Okay. How's everything going with Orange?
Well, that's my dream come true. That's my making it in America. It's going really well. I'm series regular, season 4, so that was really nice.
How excited are the two of you to be here tonight?
Amazing. Very excited. This is going to be a great show.
They came on our podcast, 6 months ago and all. They were in the midst, they were just getting started. It's fantastic.
So you haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it. I made a point of not seeing it, to just, But everybody that shows up is going to love the music. You get to hear it performed by Miami Sound Machine. A great story. The accident, the way they built their lives, it's all there, I think.
I was going to ask you what it was like having them on your show. I adore them, to speak to them. They're all about heart and family. What that whole experience was like for you two.
You know, they have the elegance of kindness is in their DNA. They are wonderfully kind people, sweet people. I've known them for a long time, and
they're a great love story. They're everything. They're a great success story, a great love story, a great family story, a great comeback story in terms of her accident. They've got it all, and they give back. They're amazing people.
Do you have a favorite song? One that you dance around the house? You tell me, you must have something. What's your favorite song?
I'm really looking forward to hearing Conga played by the Miami Sound Machine live. That's really going to be fun.
No, you know, Conga, I can't, I'm just the worst side, but give me the rhythms of the night, you're just right there, I'm loving it all.
I'm so proud and so happy for Gloria and Emilio Estefan. I'm quite enamored with the fact that this is an important and meaningful musical. I'm literally thrilled that people will leave the theater empowered, knowing that they too can live the American dream.
What's it been like for you sitting in the audience? I was at the show last night. I had the time of my life. The audience did too. What's it like for you as one of the producers sitting in the audience?
You know, I'm not big on roller coasters, but it's like totally a roller coaster. Lots of peaks and valleys, very emotional. And truth is powerful because every word spoken on that stage is the truth.
Well, first of all, you're coming back into the theater where you did Annie Get Your Gun.
It was my dreams come true. I grew up in New York as a little girl. Being an actress on Broadway is it, so thrilling.
And to do that Irving Berlin musical.
Exactly. I hardly know where to answer your question because the music, I mean, just even rehearsing, it was a thrill of a lifetime every single day.
And you were doing double duty at the same time too, right? Weren't you doing All My Children?
I was doing All My Children at the same time.
But isn't it great being, creative that way, that you can do it all at the same time?
It is, and it was doable. I could do it. I had some help from, the production company and All My Children. They let me do it. So.
And just being here tonight for Emilio and Gloria, what it means to you?
Oh, it means I love them. I've worked with them. They are as fabulous as their music.
Remember the first time you heard a Gloria song?
The first time I heard a Gloria song, it was a Miami Sound Machine song. It was before anybody knew who Gloria Estefan was. And I was in my father's 280ZX in Miami, and it was blaring out of the tape player. And it was just a very it's very personal music, being Cuban, being from Miami, and now to have it shared, across the world and on Broadway, it's a very special night.
First time seeing the show?
Oh, I haven't seen that. I read a little bit. That's all that. I know what the storyline is, but I'm excited. I'm beyond psyched.
Wait till you see this. I was there last night, and I hope you have your dancing shoes on tonight too.
Oh, that's going to be hard. To make me dance is going to be hard.
Why do you think their music is so universal in this story?
It's because of the truth of the stories they tell. They're deep, they're heartfelt. I think culturally everybody relates to it, especially in the U.S. Hispanic market. Anyone who immigrated relates to Emilio and Gloria.
Now, this may be a very strange question. Do you have a favorite song of hers?
De mi tierra bella, Panampa, de mi tierra santa, Panampa.
How excited are you guys to be here tonight?
Thrilled, are you kidding?
I am very, very, very excited because I just arrived 2 days ago from Brazil and I got the invitation from Jamie to come here. I said, yes, of course I'll be there, on my feet.
So what have you heard about the musical?
I heard it's a great musical, lots of great songs, of course, and I'm here for the songs.
So growing up and stuff, do you remember the first time you heard a Gloria song or one of your favorite Gloria songs? Do you remember?
I think so. Here we are. Yeah, I think it's my favorite. I was in Brazil. Yeah.
Tell me what it's been like working on this show.
You know what? This show has been like a gift from the heavens, I think. To be a Latino designer on Broadway, working at this time, to have this show, it's a dream come true. I mean, it's something, the music I grew up on. I'm an 80s kid, so I danced to all of that music. I wore the acid wash. I had shoulder pads. So for me, it's just like a flashback to my youth, just theatricalized.
What's been the biggest thrill of working with Emilio and Gloria on this?
You know what the biggest thrill is? Their humbleness, their willingness to just accept you and work with you, and they're just so giving. For someone who is like a super duper superstar, she is just so giving, and they just really worked hard, and there was no airs. We just all rolled up our sleeves and worked together.
It's exciting, it brings me back to when we came to the opening of Jersey Boys, and I've been a major fan, right from Miami Sound Machine. So I'm rooting. I'm hoping that they have this kind of success that we did. And I'm sure I'm going to love it.
This is such a beautiful show. I was here last night. Their music touches, it has a universal message like your music does. Why do you think that is? What is it about their music?
It's hard to really put it together as to exactly what it is, but it's people relate to this kind of music. It's music that people who have made, who have struggled to get to where they are, and it's like those are the fans that come to see you.
What a season you've had on Broadway so far.
Not bad, right?
Another incredible opening tonight. I love the look of this show.
Thank you.
What's it been like working on your feet?
Well, you know, Jerry and I have worked together on 7 shows, I think all with Ken Posner. So we've had this great relationship. And at the beginning of the show, we decided the important part was celebrating the music. So as an example, part of what we wanted to do is make something that is about the live experience. And as this couple falls in love with each other, the audience will fall in love with them. The set is made from fragments of pieces from Cuba and has a kind of cinematic feel that starts from the opening moment with that China silk drop that disappears in an instant, and the entire Miami Sound Machine is right there. And I think that kind of electricity was inspirational for me, and having design that got out of the way and helped tell the story and fall in love with this couple.
It's a dream come true to be able to be working with them on Broadway, which is like my what I dedicated my life to. So to be working with them on this is just awesome.
The show is flawless. I was here last night. I think what you and Jerry Mitchell have done, and Sergio Trujillo, I mean, what that whole experience has been like collaborating with your creative team.
It's a dream. It really is. I have such respect for Jerry, and I've learned, as his associate, I've learned so much from him. And I've worked with Sergio before, and now doing this show, it's like, it really feels like, they use the word dream team, but it's like, it's every day I pinch myself that I get to be around these legends of the theater.
Do you remember the first Gloria song you heard, and do you have a favorite?
My first one was No Será Fácil, a Spanish Miami Sound Machine song. And my favorite is probably 1, 2, 3.
We were just doing the gypsy rope thing. I had no idea what that was. It felt very strange, and then I was like, this is awesome.
Did you go on stage with your parents for the gypsy rope?
Oh yeah, I was there. I saw the whole thing. It was unreal. I was like, this is a secret. It's amazing. I love it.
And being a part of this show, because you wrote the music, I was at the show last night. I had the best time with this music. Oh, I loved it. And that song is gorgeous. Talk about the song that you wrote.
Well, actually, my freshman year of high school, for one of my classes, I had to write a piece. And I couldn't write words to it. It wasn't flowing. And my mom says, you know what? Hold on to the music. We're going to need it for something. I feel it. Then years later, because now I'm a senior in college, she was like, the song, that's the song. Because Alex Denelari said, we need an original song. She said, I got it. So she took my music, wrote words over it, and bam, years later.
So how cool is it writing for Broadway?
It's unreal. I can't believe it. People tell me, you wrote the song. I'm like, I can't believe I'm a part of this.
You got friends. It's wonderful to see them succeed.
I love this show. I saw it again last night. It has such a fabulous heart. It's like Kinky Boots. I mean, there are these stories that are universal that everybody can relate to. Why do you think this story relates to people?
Because they did it their way. They weren't trying to fit in somebody else's mold. They knew what they had. They knew what they wanted to do, and they went ahead and did it even though everybody told them not to. Those are always my favorite, when you're true to yourself.
And how proud you are of Jerry Mitchell and Sergio Trujillo.
Sergio, and, well, look. I'm so proud I even brought Blow Pops. I'm ready for this show.
I mean, to see Jerry's career, I mean,
Yeah, we're very. The boy may go someplace. His family is here. We're going to kiss now.
Look over here. Then what's it been like for you watching the audience react to this?
It's interesting because, it's the audience loves the show. They stand up, they cheer, they go crazy. They just maybe you know this choreographer.
Hi! Everybody get in.
This is a choreographer. His name is Sergio. He hasn't done anything. I'm trying to introduce him to the world.
Yes.
I saw this one last night. I saw the show last night. I was telling you I was coming to the show. Your feet don't stop moving in the audience as a theater goer.
That was the goal, to get on their feet. Absolutely.
Everything is so authentic in this show. I told Jerry it's a seamless show with everything from the choreography, the direction, the lighting, the scenery, everything. Yeah.
The authenticity of the show is the most important thing, and I knew he'd deliver it.
And working together again.
For the first time. This is our first Broadway show together.
I look back at all the Broadway bears. I think of you as a family then, but I know working together.
Well, let's come to Broadway next year with Bette Midler. She doesn't know yet.
Working together, what that means to you, collaborating in your first big musical. It's like a family.
It is. It was
the love fest.
It was like we never.
And it was effortless, really. Really.
It's like we never left. I sort of felt like we hadn't been together in a room for like 10 years, and we got in the room. It just
I only
felt like
screamed at him twice, I think.
And being with Gloria and Emilio, what it was like working with them.
Oh my God, Gloria and Emilio, the most generous people I've ever worked with. So incredibly generous and open-hearted. Really, really were. Yeah.
And for you, how many times have you seen the show?
Oh my God, between Chicago and New York, probably about 15 times. So.
And watching it as an insider, but then as an audience member, what it means to you.
I think the most important thing for me is that the show really expresses a strong feeling of family, and you walk out of the show feeling like I love my family. I'm so happy that my family's on stage. They're Latin American, but it just translated and crosses all boundaries, and it's just very exciting to see family on stage.
So it's opening night. You're on the carpet. How do you feel?
Happy.
Absolutely. Are you kidding?
Joyous.
And my whole family's here, and your family's
and my
here.
family's
and
here.
His family's here.
Yeah, they're all here.
It's incredible. It's about family.
Yeah.
Nothing matters really.